Hey everyone, it's Kristen from the Wreath Lane, and we're going to do a vibrant retro bunny design. Super excited for this. I'll show you in a moment the bunnies that we're using. It's actually like a bunny spray. Really cute. They are from Emily's shop. The mesh I have cut up is from Burlap and Bling, and you can use my code Kristen10 at Burlap and Bling Decor and get a discount there. So yeah, it's a mix between Emily's shop and Burlap and Bling. I think the boldness with the ribbon will make a hit. I think it'll sell quickly, I really do. And the ribbon is from Emily's shop. I'm pretty sure it's still available. And then some of the other ribbons I have, and I might just use the one ribbon, but I might use a solid with it, and you can totally probably get it a solid very similar in Emily's shop as well, and if not, definitely at Burlap and Bling. So how's everybody doing? I've got pine wreath smushed into an oval. I like to smush my wreaths into an oval. I just like the shape better, just like I like an oval grapevine over a round grapevine. You know, it's whatever you like, whatever feels best for you. I've got a variety of colors cut up. 2 pinks, an orange, a pastel yellow, and jute. Let's get an orange in there. Got some new florals. They're from Burlap and Bling. And then the filler is from Emily's shop, but I think the filler is sold out, y'all, but you can find probably a similar color filler available in Emily's shop, and if not, again, you can totally get it at Burlap and Bling. There's a wide variety of stuff between both shops. Also, if you would prefer a bunny butt over a bunny face, Emily has the bunny butts available. Same colors, just one is a face with ears and the other one is a bunny bum with ears. Which I do plan on doing that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it with a glam group or if I want to do it with Emily. Regardless, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it, you know, a different design altogether. I'll do a swag. Obviously, I don't want to give you guys 2 similar designs. So what's new with you guys? I wish you could talk back with me. It gets exhausting talking to yourself. I will get this last curl in, and then I'll finish out the rest on the edges and then pick back up. I'll do one more curl with you guys and let you see, because I know some of you guys don't know how to add mesh, and I forget that. I'm so used to doing it like in the groups where people are seeing different tutorials, similar, different techniques all the time. But for those who do not know, you just take your end, curl it in, same thing, curl it in, and then you can just scrunch it the rest of the way up. I like to put up, after I've curled the ends and put up against my chest, curl it like one more time and then smush it. It just makes it easier when you use your chest. Those who don't know how to do it, that's how you do it. There are tons of techniques out there though. You don't have to do it my way. I don't measure them, I just kind of pull and cut. If I had to guess, I'd say about anywhere from 12 to 15 inches. Guys, now that the bunny heads are exposed, I can show you. And there's the bunny butt version. So just imagine no eyes and no mouth and ears backwards, and that's the bunny butt. I know I'm going to need another yellow, another jute, so I'll just show you how I cut them real quick. So I just pull, just kind of eyeball it. Let's get an orange. This orange right here is really small because it was the last on the row. So I'll probably have to put another one like right up on it. You can do poofs. Peek. You could do curls on the edges and then poofs up top. I also have these really pretty pink, orange lollipops from burlap and bling. See how, I'll show you, I'll point it out in a second. See how that's sticking out? You can easily fray like that. So when you make them too short, they do that. So I clearly didn't make that one long enough, but it's up top. It really shouldn't matter. I'll get a few in with you guys up top, and then I'll stop and do the rest on my own. I'm gonna go over here. Now, I don't have to like crowd it too much with a whole lot of mesh, but I do want to make sure I fill it in well enough for the other pieces to be supported. Oh, ooh, I hate when that happens. I get caught. Man, I'm telling you, mesh will destroy your clothes, y'all. So if there's something you really like, I probably wouldn't wear it while meshing. Because especially certain mesh will really cling to your clothes. Fine weave mesh, what I'm using right now, other than this and the jute, it doesn't tend to stick to your clothes as much. But that one caught me. Burlap and Bling has a Bodabra, which is basically an easy bow maker. It just looks different. So if you need a bow maker, Burlap and Bling has ya. Okay, I'm going to get this last one in, and then I'm going to finish out the rest. But you see, it's the same thing as the edges, just going in up top. Hey y'all, got my mesh in, and it's time to go to our filler. So I have 2 of the pink fabric filler, 1 yellow, and a white. So with these, they have each little section has 2 foam pieces. Let's see if I can find one. Before I started, I cut them away. They look like this. I just don't like the foam pieces, but you can keep them on there, especially if you may not have 4 filler bushes. It is extra filler, so it's up to you, but I don't like it. So I went ahead and got rid of it, but it's totally optional. Okay, and then another thing I like to do is pull the flowers away from it. Let's see. And add them in later. It just helps bring in that color to the top, or if you have an area that needs a little filling in anywhere throughout it, you have it. So sometimes you can't do it. You can't, like, there's a space where there's the stem that's wrapped. Sometimes that's really low and you can't trim the flowers away without losing them or them falling apart. If it's like that, then I just leave them. This might be one right here, this top. It's pretty short, so I'm just going to leave it. So not all of them will be like that. I'm going to try to pull this apart now. Normally, this piece right here is connected with the whole little chunk, but sometimes they're made separate. So if they're made separate, that's fine. Those just get added in separately. Other than that, you should have one full little chunk like that that you can add in all together. So these right here, I'll add all that together. Really, I don't need that vine branch. Doesn't really go with the theme, but again, it's extra filler. Okay, flowers. Let me get the flowers. So I'm not going to make you watch me do that to every single spray. So you could go ahead and cut yours up. You can leave the flowers in there if you want. Especially if you know, it is a little time consuming. So if you want it to go quicker, just leave them in there. But I like to have those flowers up top where they're not necessarily hidden. Last one with you guys. All right, I'm going to finish out the other 2 and then we'll start adding those. Okay, they're all cut up. I have more pink than I do any other color, so I'll probably start off with those. And you know, sometimes the little sections try to fall apart. You can use any wire, like the vine wire, to wrap it up. Or one of the foam pieces, it has wire. You could take that if you cut it away, or if you didn't, take it and wrap it around it. When these get cut down short, they do try to fall apart a little bit. I'm going to grab some of my longer ones real quick. I only have one yellow and one pink. One yellow and one white. So I definitely want to make sure those are closer up top. But even if you don't see them, it's okay because we got the flowers. But if you did leave the flowers in, you could just totally skip that step when I get to that point. Or you can add something else in its place. I'm going to save this one for up top. I do like to place my pieces in at the top and bottom middle before anywhere else, and then kind of fill in around, because it just helps create a shape to follow all around, if that makes sense. I hope this will be enough filler. I do have one other white one pulled on the side if I need it, but hopefully I won't. Friendly's up there playing, running around, so you might hear that. He's a rowdy player. Bring those berries forward. There's another long one, and the stem is a little too long. Open it up a little bit. Go ahead and get some glue on these as well. A lot of people put the glue on the piece before put it in there, but I don't like doing that because you might have to change it, or if you don't like the placement, you want to change it, then you got glue on there, That stem was probably still a little too long, but that's okay. And we got to get these in that weren't connected. They're kind of short, so I'll use those in the center middle. I don't want it to get a lot wider. I don't want it to get much wider than what it already is. And the wider it gets, the more I gotta fill it in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 chunks left. This one's trying to fall apart, so like I was saying, you could take one of the wires from the foam piece, just get rid of that foam, take it and wrap it around it. So we're probably going to need more filler. Granted, the flowers have been cut away, so that makes it a little bit, I'm going to move that one actually because it's still kind of long, has made it a little sparse. It's not as thick as it would have been with the foam pieces and the flowers, but those will be added too, just not yet. So that being said, we might have to pull one more. Hopefully I can get all of the edges with these, and I think I can. Last one. Okay, get glue on the rest of your pieces. I use Gorilla glue sticks. Love them. I already have it pulled. One more. And we'll use it on top. And we don't even need to cut out the flowers unless you want to. If it's real long, I'm going to, just so I have a little extra filler for up top. This flower is too short at the bottom to cut away. And then you see the pile of flowers I have, that's going to do a lot up top too. And if we need another filler bush, we can, but I don't think we will. So one lollipop's going to go here, another one, and I think I'm going to add the second lollipop as well. So we really need to worry about all the areas you're going to see get something right in here. Our lollipops, our bunnies, and our lollipops. Let's get those in, and then we'll really have an idea of any area that's exposed and what it may or may not need. So, got my bunny lollipops. And these lollipops, these are from Burlap and Bling, and the bunnies are from Raised by Wild. And I know Burlap and Bling has 2 different colors. So Emily has the pink and the orange, and Burlap and Bling has the pink and a mint, or maybe it's a mint and a purple. So they both have, you know, different ones, both styles, the butt and the face. So if you wanted to mix it up with more colors, you totally could. All right. Let me play around my placement real quick and how I'm going to do it. I need all that stem. I do want to keep some stem just to kind of go down in between the mesh for extra security, but you could just glue the back of it and it'd be fine. But I do like to get my stem into it in between the mesh. I probably will not want it laying flush. These had an additional bow up here. I cut that one away. Be careful, because I was able to pull it away on this one, but this one, it actually pulled the fabric away and I had to glue it back. So be careful, either trim it or just really be careful if you don't want it. If you want it, you don't have to worry about it. Hopefully I won't have to trim any more away. Let's start with you. There's Friendly. He's got the zoomies. What do you do? Oh my god. Sorry. Before I glue it, make sure that's exactly where I want it. There it goes again. So I'm just going to move that. Get some glue on that stem. Some glue on the back of the lollipop too, so it stays down. Some glue down in here. So this one's kind of like in between the fold of a curl. I'll have to move it. There we go, that's better. So it is overlapping a little bit. And then last one. There we go. All right, that will work. So again, keeping that stem down there is totally optional. You don't have to do that, but it just makes me feel better. Let them dry, and then we will figure out if we want to add more filler. I've got 2 big old carrots, and I've got 2 eggs, like 2 big eggs. So it's either I'm going to use 2 eggs or 2 carrots. This is the flocked carrot. I think it's the middle size one. So there's 3 sizes available. Emily, I think, only has 1 size available right now, but I could be wrong. And then Burlap and Bling has this as well. And I think they have other colors too. I know it's the medium one. Anywho, I think I'm going to go with the carrots too. So you can get different sizes and colors. This is already pulled, but I was going to use it in the end to help break up any one color. You can get this in green, exact same thing. Green at Burlap and Bling. Trying to see where I can pull it away. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. The tape is really strong down there. Okay, I see there's a metal ring around it, so I think I will have to cut them short. There's a metal ring that's holding it all together underneath the tape. Oh my goodness, I think I did it. If you can get one out, then the rest will come out pretty easily. I think I'm getting it. Yeah. Awesome. Woohoo! Let's start filling in these little areas. Putting goodness, there's a lot of blue strings. And we can always take our flowers, you know, in afterwards. This is great for in between them as well. Really, I probably should have used the little short ones in between them because it wouldn't cover up anything. These are pretty great for where the carrots are going to go too. I don't think they're going to block up the way the carrots will lay. And it's bringing a new texture to it, the whole design, you know. I think it's going to be so cute. This one right there. Awesome. Okay, now we can add our flowers. We don't have to add all of them. We'll save some for up top, but any area that still needs a little something, we'll add those. And I know we have more pink than anything else, so I'll just add some of the pinks. I really like to add the flowers once I have like everything in, but it's pretty clear I'm going to need a little more than I thought, so we'll go ahead and add some. Definitely got to cover up that stem, and they're pretty long too, so you can get some on the edges. I needed something there for sure. Let's go up here. I definitely want to save the white for a little bit on down because we got a lot of pink and orange stuff, and I don't want it to blend too much with them. You know, I want them to really pop, which these right here are great for that. So regardless of how much we add, we should be fine because they're like right next to it. So I think it'll be good, but just in case, we'll save the whites for later on and a couple of the yellows as well. That's all the pink but one coming back here. Let's grab some of the yellows. And if we didn't cut the flowers away, then they would just be exactly where we added those other pieces, which was mainly on the edges. So that's where all the flowers would be, you know. Okay, I'm going to save one of the yellow. Go on, move to the next stuff. Got a little bit, you know what, actually I'm going to go ahead and use it because we really need something right here. You see that way too much. Awesome. One little bitty pink. That just is one little flower. I'll go ahead and add that. Put you there. Okay, let's see what's next. Next, I'm gonna grab my pink glitter spray. I have two of these, and I also have this. These are really long. We're definitely gonna get those in. Probably our eggs next. These, they got 3 sections on them. I'm only going to grab one, and then I'll add that and see if we need more. So you can cut these a couple different times. I'm just going to cut it one more time. So that's the shorter. Just find a middle point or something close to it, because I doubt you could cut it exactly halfway. One piece is going to definitely have more than the other. Those are long. Okay, let's add those real quick. That beaded spray, I think Burlap and Bling has it. Emily has it in, what is it? Green and blue, I think. Even though the other pink spray is going to be a lot longer than, you know, these. You could just add these in 3 sections, not clip it, other than just clip the whole section away. Anywho, that's going to be longer than this, so you won't really see it as much, the glitter one, but I mainly just want it for coverage. We have another glitter spray we're going to be using, and it's the same thing with that. I grabbed the orange version of this to help it. Really, I probably should have cut it down a little more, since you're not going to really see it anyways, and made more use of it. But it's kind of a pain in the butt. Trim it down a bunch. Definitely going to need the other one. This time I'll cut it down a little bit more. Woo! That was scary. So let's see. I'm going to cut it down here. And right there. Up here. I'm not really sure how the beaded pink one is going to cut up, or how well it's going to cut down. So I may not be able to really get it all around. And that's okay, because this will do the rest of the work. Can't get it in there. You might want to bring them a little bit closer inside from here on out. However, the really long one, we might have to bring it closer inside if you don't want to trim any of it away. Because it's definitely going to make everything wider. One more piece left. Over here, I'm going to come in just a second. And then this is the orange spray we have. So this is from Burlap and Bling. Really great, but some pieces are cut away from it. So like this one has a little more, this one has a little less. You still get a lot out of them, and they're really inexpensive. But FYI, the glitter does like to kind of chip off for whatever reason. So anyhow, we have an orange glitter spray, the same thing as the pink one, but it's orange, just in case if I need it. So you could just use whatever you want to use as far as that goes. All right, so let's go to this. I definitely want to put this in before I add the orange glitter sprays. Oh, you know what? Let me cut this up first, and then see if I need to add the orange version of the pink one in. But I want the ones I just showed you on top of this, because it's really going to pop on top of it. Okay, so I'm starting from the very bottom where the stem starts, and I'm going to pull it out. Work my way up, and that's where I'll cut. They are really long. Actually, I don't need to. I can clip a little bit higher up because I'm not going to need all that stem. Just at a point where they're not going to fall apart. Okay, let me see. Probably have to cut some of these down and make them into, you know, more sprays. Like, let's just go ahead and do this one. Cut up here. So now you got 2 out of it. Okay, like that. So I'm sure I'll have to do that to a couple of them, especially if I don't want it to get really big. All right, let's go on with this. We'll just cut it as we go if we need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them. Just kind of have to take it as I go. This one's a little bit shorter than the rest, so I'm going to put it to the side and add it in with the others. Definitely want the longer pieces at the top and the bottom, and the shorter ones for the edges. I've actually had this for some time now, and I just never got around to using it. And then when I saw some at Emily's shop, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna grab this, but I kind of totally forgot about it. I might even like trim some on at the very tip. Oh, everything's gonna start getting tangled. I was trying to keep all of these separate. That should be better. Let's go on to the next round. Next one. Okay. It's gonna make it so big, y'all. Probably a good amount bigger than I want it to be. Did I cut this one? I'm going to assume so, since it just fell apart. Okay, I'm going to try to bring this one in, because I really don't want to cut away any pieces. It might be easier to add these like upright, like on an easel. Okay, I'm gonna grab these now. See what I'm working with. Okay, these are a little longer. Coming up, like up top on the wreath. Same thing, coming up and in. Goodness, it's so big now. Okay, see, we need something right here. Turn around. Ooh-wee. Yeah, there's a couple I'll definitely trim, like this one right here. This one. This one. And I just trim at an angle. So you just trim it wherever you feel like it needs a little trimming. It really won't affect the way it looks. Okay, so there's just there's 3 little individual ones that fell apart from me cutting it, and I'm going to go ahead and take some away from the bottom. And then there's one left. We need a little something right there. Which that one doesn't really have a lot to hold on to. Let's see. Are you longer? Yes. So I'm going to take this one here. And then this one towards the inside. get glue on all of those. Okay, glue is on. I did get some glue on my lollipop, so I'm waiting for it to dry so I can peel it off. If you ever get glue on anything, don't touch it until it's dry. 90% of the time you can just peel it right off. Anywho, I am going to use one of the orange glitter fish lines before using the other orange one. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the second pink glitter spray. I'm going to cut it down in a little more than like I typically like to. This way, just in case if the other orange ones don't hit all the areas that I want, this will make up for it. Okay, so clip, down. So you get 3 pieces out of each section for a space where you just see the stem and you don't see the other glitter pieces. Like here's the stem with nothing on it. You want to clip in that area so you don't lose, so pieces don't fall apart, fall off. I hope that makes sense. I love me some glitter, but not all over the place. Alright. Let's add these, and then we're going to add our other orange glitter sprays, and then we're going to get our ribbon in. I'm just going to go ahead and put glue on them as I go and just make it easier. I don't like doing that though, but I'm going to do it with these at least. It has grown, and who knows, we might use the other orange fish line. I pulled 2 just like the pink. Maybe bring some up top as well. I would really like to have the other orange ones kind of overlapping the beaded pink one, because I think it'll really pop. Let's see, has that dried? Ooh. I got my finger there. Get one back here. So we probably could totally use the second orange fish line. I think I am going to go ahead and add the others first to see. And I did not manage to get those all the way around. You know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and be... Oh no, I only pulled one. Maybe I can pull one out and add it over here. I think they're all glued in. Ah, there we go. I got one from up there. As long as we get a little bit of it all the way around, we're okay. Okie dokie. So I can always pull another one if I need to, but I don't want to add a bunch of them. Okay, so these you could totally cut down, but it looks like you'd have to like cut it to where it's all individual pieces. There's no like area where you can cut. They're all together up here. So I think just adding a hole is the way to go. I never ever do this, but in this case I'm going to do it. I can't bring it way up here because I'm afraid it'll be in the way of my carrot. So I need to bring it out a little more. Okay, so I have 5. This one doesn't have as much, so I think what I'm going to do is use it on the opposite side of this one, like over here. Since I should have had that directly in the middle, I can kind of finish out what I should have filled in with this, because it won't be like too much. I'm just going to leave it there for the moment. If you like sprays that are easy, like flat on the hole, be done with it, then this is the way to go. Back behind that bunny, going in the wreath, like up top, and then it'll come in back behind them. So I've got 2 more left. Make sure we get a little pop of it everywhere, so we got to use these on each the side. So we'll have to use another orange glitter spray. So I'm going to say like right here. And then with this one, it's got a lot. Maybe I could cut away one of these and add a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? Let me rotate this. Alright. Well, there's nothing I can do about not having enough, so we're just going to come up over here. I think I'm going to cut one away. This will have to go over here. It's going to have to come up a little bit. I probably just trimmed too much stem away. Hopefully I didn't. Oh yeah, I just laid this one in here, didn't I? Cool. I'm going to take this one and use this one over here. Awesome. I'm going to have to adjust that one a little bit more. This one right here. I have to pull some of those pieces out and around it. Okay. That'll work. All of them are good other than this one over here. This one definitely needs some manipulating, and I've got that other piece I pulled away. It's going to come in handy. Right there. Only bad thing is it's not very long, but it'll work. Okay, so now we do need another orange glitter spray. I do, yes I do. Woo, woo, woo. It's got a lot more glitter sprays than I thought it was gonna have, y'all. Now we don't need to cut all of these like we did the last one. We can just cut each one in half after we've cut it away from the main stem. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one more time, but the rest just once. One of these was really long. We're gonna use it right in here. Right in there. Gonna help fill out that area where that orange didn't make it, but that was my fault. Let's go up here because we're lacking a little bit over in here, and of course up here. Get our carrots in. Oh no, we're gonna get our bow in. I don't know. We're gonna do one of them. I guess I just need to see it. And then I'll have an idea which one I want to do. Know what I mean? I cannot overly pack it over here with these. And make sure I go over to this side. Oh, I thought I only had 2 left. Yay. Okay, we gotta get one over here as well. Right in here. Maybe that's better. Last one, we need to get it up there. Okay, now we got plenty of orange all around. Look at that. I'm gonna do my bow first. I'm gonna show you the ribbon. This is the main ribbon, the retro pink and orange. It's got an orange back. Definitely using this. Oh, cool. You could just use this. You don't have to use multiples, but I'm either going to use a solid or two solids or a pattern on top of it. So I've made my mind up. Of course, I'm going to use the retro one. And I've got a 1-inch pink and orange. So I'm going to make 3 loops of this. And then I'm going to do 1 loop of the other colors on each side. I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. The ribbon's not shifting around all crazy like. I'm going to do 1 more loop on this side. I'm going to do it a little bit shorter, maybe even a little longer than the other one. Check it out real quick. So good. So this one right here might be a little too big, but I'm going to just take a chance. Alright, so let's go on to our pink. I'm going to do the orange first. Alright. Not sure how long I'm going to need my tails on the outside, but I do like to curl my tails. I like long curled tails, so I'm giving it a good amount of length. People like this loop to be a little smaller, layered. I like it, I mean, pretty darn close to the same size. So it's all personal preference. Remove that pin before I knock it off and it goes into my foot. And same thing over here. I'm going to give it somewhat of a long tail so I can curl it. This looks pretty much the same on both sides, so really you don't have to flip it, but I'm doing it. Alright, y'all. Lift it, pinch it, lift it, and tie it off. Hold it up, make sure it's going to work. I think it's going to work. You just tie it off with whatever you have or like to use. You can use zip tie, floral wire, whatever you have. It all works the same. And I'm going to go in. I'm going to take that tie, run it in through there to the other side, and fill a tie back there, like a pine tie, and twist it with the hanger. I might need another mesh curl. Okay. So I'm going to add a curl right there. Sometimes you got to add another curl. No shame in it. Really doesn't even need to be that big. There is a piece of floral right there. I have to pull it out. This is basically right in the middle, and there's not enough, a whole lot of support there other than what, you know, was added. So sometimes you gotta just add another one. But that should keep it from sinking in too much. And then go right back in there. Okay, okay. That is better. Still not as much as I like it to like sit, but it's better. Okay, so let's see. Tails. Like glitter all over this. I'm going to cut them so this is laying better than this side. So I might just, I'm going to just go ahead and cut it long just to be safe. And then this one a little longer than I normally would. just in case if I have to rearrange them. And then this along as well. Curl my tails up, just do it like that. And it has really good wire, so you're not going to have any problem with curling this. We're just going to curl it up over here. Curl, 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 curl. Turn. This one, I'm just going to do it just a little bit. So, we got a couple sprays and our carrots and a little bit of floral and we're done. Let's go ahead and just add these. Okay, so this right here was underneath where the bow is. I need to put it back in there. So we'll get our last few things in there. I was going to pause and go eat dinner, but I'm going to finish it out with you guys. And I'm going to get a couple of these underneath the bow too to support it and help it look like it's part of it. I'm still going to save one or two for after I get the other florals in. But we definitely need to fill in a little bit of spaces here and there. There. We might add a little bit of ribbon on the other side. I'm not sure yet. I see a hole over here on the other side. One more. Shouldn't worry too much about those gaps though, because eggs or floral will take care of that. Okay, so I'm just going to save those two pieces just in case if anything is a little too much of a color. Oh no, my carrot just fell off. So you could do either the eggs, you know, like the big eggs, or carrots. Before I add this one in down here, I need to make sure whether I need to put any ribbon or if or at least that I can still get in that area if I do want to add more ribbon, which I think I can. Go ahead and do it. I'm going to grab the retro just to be safe. Just pinch it off. Should be about enough length. And then somewhere I think I'm going to go right in there. That way it's not too high up. Won't interfere with the carrot. So I'm just taking the pine tie that's available right there. Twisting around it. And then I'm going to cut it. Just very slanted. Okay. Easy peasy, right? So now our carrot. So I want like one like right there. And hopefully I don't regret this. I ran out of glue, so I'll have to get another glue stick. I think that's pretty good. Okay, now to our other carrot. Probably glue that to the lollipop to keep it from covering up her face. So the other one, I think I want to go like straight up here, y'all, sticking out. Okay, that one should be really easy because there's a nice little pocket for it to go into. Oh, I love it, y'all. So now we got our carrots in. Big old carrots sticking out. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so next thing, do I want to add you? I have that pulled, and then my eggs, and a butterfly spray. And after that, it's just a little bit of floral. It's a felt butterfly spray. I thought that would be really cute in there. So I got a orange and pink egg. Both are from Emily's shop. I don't even know if I want to add the pink. So I'm just gonna tug or pinch and tug down and get as much stem as I can. Pinch and roll. I can just clip all that. If you want, you can use that. It's not bad, actually. It's just like another fish line. I'll put it over there to the side. Give me one that's got a shorter stem. I think like right here would be really cute. Need to clip it. Ah, I did it. I got it in there. We could put one right here with the long stem. It can work its way up in there. And then I want to get one up back in here. Okay, I'm going to just stretch it, trim it. I'm not sure about that one, but the others are good. Go ahead and add some glue to them. We're so close to being finished. I really threw a lot of glue in there. So, okay, I'm going to hold on to this one over here with that. Because I do want to get that orange curly spray in, and where I'm thinking about putting the egg is where I would put one of these. So hold off to the orange egg. Let's go to the curly spray and get these in place first. And then I've got some white and pink florals. Okay. Which one's my longest one? And these can be stretched and manipulated. These are like really, really, really lightweight. You wouldn't even know you're holding on to it. I do like mine to be a little more tightly wound up. Definitely got to get one right here. So like I was saying, I wanted to put the egg there, but I knew I wanted to get this down here. If I had another one, I'd probably place it in a different area. Come back here a little bit. Okay, do we want to add our pink eggs? I really love the pink eggs. I'm gonna do it. But I was gonna like ditch it, and I'm gonna do it. And I'll just add the other orange one after I get these in, probably like next to one of them. Maybe I'll put a orange egg in there, but this will pop. Okay, we got an egg there. I'd like to get one right there. The pink bunny, you know, so it's like I'd want it to be orange, but then you got orange right here, so It's like, ah! I'm just gonna go ahead and do the orange, even though there's an orange right there. If I could pull this one out, I would just put a pink one there, but I can't. So I'm just gonna stick another orange one there. Orange, orange, stretch. Bend it to the side so it can wiggle its way in there. Yay! Hey, we got one egg left. So let's come in over here. Cut it, stretch it. Put it right over here next to the carrot. I can just wiggle it in there. Perfect. Okay, so now we just got to get some florals in and we're done. Y'all, I think I'm going to take that out because I think it's going to push the ribbon up a little more than we need. And this, I'm going to turn that one and get it glued in. I was thinking I might need to move it, but I'm going to leave it over here. That's where we're going to go. Where I'm going to go. Right over here. Perfect. Glue, 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 glue. Sorry if that was loud. I'm really trying to wrap it up quickly. I don't think I'm going to use these, but they might actually be helpful. I would cut it in half if I used it. Cut it in half because it's too long for any area that I would want. Turn that bottom down. Come in over here. Why not? Might as well make use of all of it. And then the other one, I think it would look good either down here or up there by the carrot. So we got one more, so we can do that. And I'll use the other half up by the other carrot. Over here. You know what? I'm going to just put it over here because it looks a little weak down in there, like it could use a little something. So I'm just going to use it there. The rest of our little flowers, which we only have two, which, I mean, I guess it's kind of silly to hold on to them for that long. But sometimes you have an area like that that really, really needs it. We need a little something right there. All that stuff will help hold the ribbon up. Okay, so I'm going to clip a couple pink flowers. Emily has, this is a perfect substitute if I don't use it, has these pink stems. It's got it's got four heads on it. So you could totally use that in place of this. These leaves suck, whereas the others do not. So I just want a couple pops of it. Right there. Uh-oh, I think the stem's too long. I thought it'd be short enough. There. Go ahead and cut it just to be safe in between those two orange eggs because we need to break them up a little bit. We need one up there and one up here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the one down here before I go up there. Right here. And then I'm gonna cut one more, and y'all, after the butterflies, I think that's it. I'm gonna get one up here. Right in behind the pink bunny head. There. You could totally use some of the white as well. I'm just going to stick with the pink, because then that would just be something else you might have to get. So I'll just do this, because you can just get a second stem if you need to. Got that there. All right, butterflies. I'm gonna cut this one long because I don't think those little stems will reach in one of the areas that I want it. I would like to get one like over here somewhere. Probably like right, bend that back for starters. Like right there. So one right there. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Finley is barking it up. One right there. Last one over here. I think we're just going to use it over here. And right in there. And y'all, that is it. So there's nothing else I'm going to do with. Oh, hold on, I'll take that back. This needs to be slanted. So just slant it. That's already slanted for the most part. Go ahead and do a little bit more. These are not worth dovetailing. I would like to get one of these orange ones down a little bit. They're just laying really weird. Let's try this. Flopping them. There we go. It's not bad. All right, and then finish curling it up. And yeah, guys, that's it. Let me show you. It's big, 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 y'all. So cute. It has a lot in it, y'all. Like way more than I thought I was going to be putting in it. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out anytime. Most supplies are from Emily's shop and some from Burlap and Bling. And of course, Emily has some codes for you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.